Hi everyone, welcome to this fortnight's Flosstube instalment of my stitchy progress. I'm Rach, or Rara, and I come to you from the South Island of New Zealand. I am primarily working on two projects at the moment. I have put some of my larger projects into hibernation until January, and concentrating on finishing two projects if I can by the end of the year. Got cat fur on my nose. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. Nice to see you. I have, as I say, the two projects, a bit more progress on both of those to share, and some haul, and I thought I might do a flip through of something that came in the haul. I'm going to do a little teaser. I've had an idea. If you have been watching my channel, you'll know I've been talking about what my plans are for next year. Disregard them completely. I have thrown them completely out the window and gone for a bonkers idea. And that's all I'm going to tell you at this point in time. I did explain it slightly to Stitchy Group yesterday, and they all looked at me weirdly. So either I didn't explain it very well, or it really is a bonkers idea. So I will be doing a full reveal on the 1st of January 2019 for me. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it will be the day before. And I'm going to give it a go, even though it's bonkers. I'll do it for 2 or 3 months, and if I like it, I'll keep doing it. If I don't like it, I will revert back to what I had originally planned. So if you are interested in something bonkers for next year, check in again, the beginning of the year. I thought I would say, and I will say it again when I do that, the reason that I can do something bonkers and why I've been able to do a lot of projects this year is because I care for my mother. I work from home looking after my mother, who's on the Alzheimer's journey. So I have the time to do bonkers ideas. Anyway, so that's just a little teaser, and 6 weeks and you'll know more. Alright, let's crack on. I hope the lighting will be okay. I didn't actually put the overhead lighting on, but I can see I've got a very white face here from the light over there, and not a lot here. We are about to get very stormy and rainy, and there is snow further south from me in the middle of November in the Southern Hemisphere, which is not right. It's lovely, but it's not right. So the weatherman, I think on Saturday, said the wind was coming from the penguins, and that's what we've got now. So I'm hoping to get this done before the light deteriorates anymore, and then we have to have the overhead, which is sort of a bit too orange for my liking. Okay, waffled on. Alright, so the two projects I'm focusing on are both Little House Needleworks projects. One is Farmhouse Christmas, the other is Orchard Valley Quilting Bee. So I'm basically giving them a week each, and then alternating again, if that makes sense. So when I showed you Farmhouse Christmas 2 weeks ago, I was ready to start part 5, and I think I had done the white border, which is sort of the outline around here. I think that's all I had done. Now, of the 7 days that I could stitch on this that week, which was the week before last, I only stitched on about 4. I had, it was my birthday was one of the days, and I had some appointments with my mother, so and I'm not sure what the third day was now, so I didn't get as much done as I would have liked, but this is where we're at the end of that 4 days of stitching pretty much. So I have got block 5 completely finished, and I've started the outline for block 6, but I haven't got anywhere with that. But this is what I'll be working on this week now, so previous to doing block 5 I was managing to do a block and a half in a week, so I'm hoping I can pick that back up again this week and really push this on so that my second project has a really good chance of being done. So part 6 is called Pinewood Farm, and that's what it will look like. So I reckon that's not going to take, the barn isn't very big, so we should be able to crack that out in the next 4 days and then get on with part 7. Okay, so my other focus piece is the Orchard Valley Quilting Bee, and I am working, when I showed you last, I think I had got the names written in this block here. I've done all this quarter, I've done all of that, I've done all of that. So I'm basically working on this side now so that I'm at least halfway, and I want this finished by the end of the year. So I have finished that square, other than the French knots for their eyes, which I will do at some point. I'll wait and just do them all in one go because I have to watch a video and practice a few times, and then I get it right, and then I'll just do all the French knots that need doing. So, and then I've made a start on the next one down, so it'll be pretty much like this one. There's a house, a tree, a plant, and I think this one has a moon rather than the sun. And then at Stitchy Group yesterday, I just continued working on the border at the bottom here. I brought this round a bit, and then I started to come down here. And then we got waylaid looking at heaven and earth designs. So, if I can get Farmhouse Christmas finished, so I've got 4 charts left to do. It's a 9-part series, and I'm about to start 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Week and a half. If I can get this finished by the middle of December, Farmhouse Christmas finished by the middle of December, then I'm going to have a really good go at getting this done, I think. This actual block in the middle doesn't take long, this takes ages. So it's trees and animals below the houses, but then there are a load of houses at the bottom. But if it doesn't finish by the end of the year, it can go into the bonkers plan for next year. You'll just have to wait and see what that is. So that's my stitching. As I say, Farmhouse Christmas this week, Orchard Valley Quilting Bee again next week. So I will now share the latest goodies in my Stitchy haul. The first thing isn't cross stitch, but I thought I'd show it anyway. In my local town, I live about a 40-minute drive north of a major city in the South Island of New Zealand, and in my local town we have a quilting shop. So they have quite a lot of fabric. They have the full range of DMC, which is good. I try and get my DMC from them, even though it's 10 cents dearer than the place in town, but then I've got to drive into town to get it. So and I think they do a buy 9 get the 10th free or something like that. There's some deal. So I support them for my DMC, which is good because my heaven and earth design is going to need 89 colours. Just as a sidetrack, it does tell you how many 87 colours I'm going to need for my heaven and earth design, which I'm beginning to kit. Anyway, sidetrack. You've seen that. I showed that when I got that 2 weeks ago, maybe. Anyway, in this quilting shop, I follow them on Facebook. I'm making an awful mess of this, but I won't be editing because I don't. One take wonder. On their Facebook page, they showed an advent calendar. And I like that. So I went and had a look to find out what it was. And what I discovered is that you buy this panel, then you buy the batting, and then you buy the backing, and you do all of that. But the actual panel itself was $20 New Zealand to buy. nothing. And on the panel it gives you the background and what the overall thing will look like, plus the bits that you've got to cut out and stick on. Now I don't know how well this is going to show up with the lighting, but we'll soon find out. This is the panel. It's an advent calendar of houses, goes all the way down to there, and then if I lift it up a bit more, you cut out all those blocks at the bottom and sew them on so that you've got a whole series of pockets. And I love houses. I've said that before. I really like that. This is, I think I saw at the bottom, potentially English. I'll hold this up so that if you want to go investigating. So that, and then it's got that 100% cotton. I'm reading that backwards, and then there's just numbers. I would imagine if you Google that, you will then find some information. This is just the how to make business up the top. There's no other information. That's your information. So I really like that. So that will go into the once in a blue moon, one day we'll do it thing. There is no immediate plans. I just wanted to get, when I discovered the piece of fabric was $20, I was like, I'm having it, I'll put it away, and one day I might do something with it. Then, again, if you are a regular on the channel, you'll know I've joined a floss club. So every month I get 3 Weeks Dye Works and 3 Gentle Arts through that club, and independently I'm doing the same with Classic Colourworks. And so let's use that. I got the first, I believe this is actually 1, 3 and 4 when I placed the order. There must have been a reason why I couldn't get the third one. So those are the first colours in building up the stash. I've got other ones, but I'm just starting at the first colour and working onwards. You don't get to see that. So you can see a nice variation in that middle one, and there's actually some quite good variation in the brown as well. So it's 12 grain, amber waves, and almost auburn. So that's that. That's for that. And as per usual, I haven't taken the plastic off the new charts. I got this Country Cottage Needleworks. Part of me wants to do something with just the top bits and make it as a small, that on the front, that on the back. So again, I'll just file that away for now. It's not a part of my immediate madness plans. And then I can thank Priscilla from Priscilla and Chelsea for this, because this is not anything I'll have ever showed you anything like this before, but I just really liked Priscilla's version, and I will have to do some digging to see if she's changed the threads. This is a Brenda Gervais Witch's Night In. I don't do Halloween stitching at all, because while the younger kids now do it a bit in New Zealand and there is stuff in the shops to do, it's not part of my makeup. We don't do Halloween really. So, but I just really liked this chart. So the chart won't hurt. And then I got Prairie Schooler book number 73, Christmas Samplers 2. So this has got, primarily I got it for the smaller bits rather than the 3 bigger pieces. I like the house up here. So yeah, I got it while I saw it, because sometimes that's all you have to do. Then I had part 4 delivered from the Tiny Modernist Santa's House Stitch Along, and part 4 is for room 3, the workshop, and that's this room up here. I just think this is such a darling thing. No immediate plans to do it, but I'm gathering the parts anyway. And then the next chart I brought last night is from Teresa Kitten Stitcher, Shakespeare's Peddler. And she has released a chart where the proceeds go towards fundraising for an animal shelter that she either does still or used to volunteer for, because I know she fosters kittens, so I'm not 100% certain. But I really liked the chart, so I ordered, and it's a PDF, which is brilliant for us. The PDF and the there was a thing went over the screen then, but it's still ticking over, so I hope nothing's wrong. I will soon find out. The PDF and the hard copy of the chart are the same cost, which is $10 US, but I was more than happy to pay that because I'm quite happy to support the shelter and anything to look after fur babies. So this is Christmas Land. This is an old design of hers from her raise the roof days. And again, houses, snow, Christmas, what's not to love? So that'll just get filed away. And the last thing in this order that I got is the 2018 cross stitch. That thing. Just cross stitch ornament edition. And what I thought I would do, I don't know if anyone has done a flick through. I'm not moving the camera. I will do my best to give you a brief overview of the smalls that are in there. So if I just do that, move my finger out of the way, watch the glare, just move it up slowly. On this page, I think I like that one and that one. I was actually pleasantly surprised in this one. There was probably more this year than last year that I quite liked. That house is nice. So that's the first chapter. Second chapter is called Christmas in the Country. That's probably a bit more my style. And I absolutely love that one in the middle. What is that, number 13? That is by Swallock Stitchery. Actually, the birdhouse next to it is nice too. And this one, these blue ribbon designs, I like their little Christmas smalls, the blue ribbon designs. So I will certainly be doing those at some point. Perhaps next year in the Year of Madness. Some more little the Christmas in the Country theme. So that's that chapter. I do like how they colour code the edges so that it's easy to find. Then we have Winter Wonderland. Someone's already stitched this. I've seen this on one of the Facebook groups. I know that's one of the ones I would be doing. I like that one next to it as well. And out of the way, little snowman. The ornament is quite nice too. And then there's just 3 on this page. There's that one down there. Snowmen and fancy stitches possibly. Alright, that's the end of that chapter. The next one is called Christmas Elegance. Pink fabric's brilliant, isn't it? This little drum at the bottom is intriguing. It looks like it's a 3D project. I haven't actually read the instructions, but I'm a little bit intrigued. But that might be beyond my capabilities. Oh Holy Night is this chapter. And a couple more on that side. And I think the final chapter, called Holly Jolly Holidays. Some of your fun ones. Oh, I feel a cough. Try to get to the end of the video without coughing the cups up. And I think that's it. I think the next chapter is the recipes. Yep. So that's that. What did I drop? Sorry. Okay. So that's my lot. It'll just be carrying on with the two projects, Farmhouse Christmas and Little House by Little House Needleworks and Orchard Valley Quilting Bee. I have here, as part of my madness for next year, a box of stuff. I'm not showing you too much. There's all sorts of charts in there. There's some DMC. I have begun the great kit up. So I've just placed 2 orders, one from 123 Stitch and one from Within New Zealand. And I've got some fabric and some threads coming in a couple of charts. So with a bit of luck, excuse me, talking too much. With a bit of luck, they will be here within 2 weeks. None of it is it's all like ship now. On 123 Stitch, there's nothing on any of the pages that says it's a 5 to 7 weight, 5 to 7 day wait. So hopefully when they click into work tomorrow morning their time and Monday and get on with it, it should go out and be here by the time I do the Flosstube in 2 weeks time. And the other order from New Zealand should actually hopefully be here by the end of the week. So I think that's everything that I have to share. I feel sure I was going to direct you to somebody and I can't think now. I didn't write it down. I don't know. Anyway. I shall go. I feel like I'm mucking this up badly, but I'm just going to run with it unless I play it back and it's terrible. I will see you in 2 weeks, and yeah, click into gear, Rachel. Stitch everything you want to stitch, buy everything you want to buy, or tell everybody what you want for Christmas. And I will be back in 2 weeks' time. Alright, cheers everyone, bye bye.